It's Wednesday, August 27th, and we are halfway through the last week of the S&P 500 daily update series. So let's get started. So I'll start with a quick reminder about the sector rotation analysis. I'm going through 11 of these sectors that roughly align with market and overall economic cyclical performance. So if we look at the 11 sectors and the performance on the day yesterday, we can see that some sectors are up or down more than others, and that really reflects the size of the arrows on the map. So some of these are not going to look too good on the dashboard because there's not a whole lot of activity going on. Energy and communication services are two great examples, and we'll see that in just a moment. So starting off, looking at the entire market cap, obviously, same pattern as always. Moving on to the market performance yesterday, Tuesday, August 26th. Eli Lilly is the top gainer for Tuesday, and that's largely due to positive phase 3 results for orforglipron, their new weight loss drug. As I mentioned, not a lot of activity in the energy sector. GE Vernova is the biggest gainer on the day. Moving on to utilities, Constellation Energy, biggest gainer. Just want to point out, they're classified as an electric utility, but they're an independent power producer in reality. So some subsector cleanup for S&P and the other folks managing that subsector list. Consumer staples, mostly down. You can see that represented pretty well on the map. Real estate, not a lot going on. We'll move right through real estate to healthcare. And there's Lilly in Indianapolis, the biggest arrow on the map. Biggest loser, Moderna in the Boston area, part of that biotech cluster we mentioned yesterday. Materials, not a whole lot going on here. Martin Marietta Materials is on top. They're located here in Raleigh, and if we look at the imagery real quick, just want to see if they're located near a major industrial plant. Might be, look into that. Industrials, mostly up on the day with Boeing as the leader of the entire sector on Tuesday, the gain of 3.5%. Consumer discretionary doing better than consumer staples with Royal Caribbean Group topping the list, and they are headquartered down, not surprisingly, in Miami, Florida. Financials, bit of a mixed bag, mostly up on the day, but one standout, Erie Indemnity Company here in Erie, Pennsylvania. Communication services, as I mentioned, not a whole lot going on here. We'll move right through to the information technology sector. And I've been repetitive about this all week, but it is that important that tech sector is the biggest sector of the S&P 500, semiconductors are the biggest subsector of tech, and NVIDIA dominates the semiconductor space. So this company has an earnings call after the market closed today. And given their size and importance to the entire market, one company's earnings call is almost as important as a Fed meeting or another major market moving event. So there's going to be a lot of attention on NVIDIA and the sky high expectations that they'll perform 44% better this quarter than Q2 of last year. So we'll end out with just a look at our Bay Area and the massive market cap of NVIDIA to highlight just how important of a company this has become to the entire market. So that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.